Hello again, guys, and let's start our trip and our invasion by talking about Europe and all the mentalities or the different stuff that you've been wondering. And let's start by why to target Europe first. So, you ask me, hey, why to target Europe at all? So, I'm gonna tell you why. You have seen lately in all the groups and in all, like, you've experienced this too, all the crazy algorithm changes in the USA, all the pixel changes, all the new pixel things that has been like changing and stuff, and people are freaking out. While in Europe, you don't see that thing. I think it's part of like the competition because in the United States, there's a lot of competition, past sellers, huge companies like us marketers, Shopify people, t-shirt platforms people, like exactly us, and we are competing in the same place. This makes it so hard for Facebook like to change all the time the algorithm to be able like to cope with us. Like, hey guys, leave us alone. Or no, actually they need our money, but there is a lot of competition and Facebook needs like to be so smart and so I don't know how to get the best ads showing, and this sometimes give us like the worst time ever with high CPMs, with low reach, with a lot of factors, and we freak out most of the times when we're in Europe, when we're in America. I know this because I still run some couple of stores in the USA, and I run a lot of t-shirts there. So don't get me wrong, I'm still in the United States, but my main countries, my main market is in Europe because I find it so convenient and I find it so easy to do stuff there and to test new things. Um, why I can test new things like easily? Let's go here and say and talk about the oh my god cheap ad cost. Like it is so cheap. So let me show you something. In the United States, if you do a new campaign, the CPM could go from 6, 7 to sometimes it goes up to 15, 16 even. Okay, to $16. While in Europe, the CPM is always in the range of 1 to 5. It never goes above this. And this is related to the country you're doing in. So if you're doing even in Italy or Spain, those countries, the CPM is crazy cheap, like half a dollar. You imagine what I'm talking about here? It's like nothing. And what does this let me do? And you can see that finally again those assets with $5 budget can talk again, because if your CPM is $1, or even let's take the average, like in Europe the average CPM is $2. So in $2 and $5, if I do an ad set of $5, I can reach up to 2,000 something people. This could be my reach for $5 spent. And out of my experience, the first 1,000 reach, you should get some sales. And if it was running in the United States, the ad set of $5, you wouldn't have even reached 300. Like this is the average for the reach in the United States, 300 to 500 for per $5 spent. So here you can find and see the difference. I'm reaching a lot of new people with those $5, like from the very beginning. In the United States, it can go down a bit, like to reach 4, 5, 3 sometimes, but it takes some time, and it depends on the CTR, on your relevance score, on everything. While in Europe, there is nothing. Like you, I bet you always start with this CPM, like 1 to 5 at most, and with this $5 spent, you can reach a lot of people and you can determine if this is like a good campaign or not, and you will see how to do this and how to determine in the next videos, like especially in the when to kill and reading stats videos. So this is what I wanted to say about Europe. Like, it's so cheap. So as we can see here too, like hungry European waiting to buy, there is a lot of people like waiting for you to show them a t-shirt or a product they do like with something, or with something they do love on a t-shirt. Like if a surfer is in, I don't know where, in Italy, and he sees some t-shirt with a surfer things on, the things that used to sell in the United States, he'll be so high, he'll be like, oh, I need to get this t-shirt right now. So there's a lot of people expecting to see new stuff because they're not used to see, they rarely see some ads there. So there's a lot of potential for you to go and grow there and sell a lot of stuff. And next point, it's unsaturated. There is, as I said before, there's no competition. Like lately, some competition is being built there, but you will still find it so easy to sell there if you follow everything in this course and if you put a lot of dedication and will into this. But I really recommend you guys to go and like dig into this, because you're gonna find a lot of beautiful stuff in Europe and you're gonna be so rich. What next I wanted to tell you, which platform, if you're doing t-shirts, I would recommend Teasly for this, because they have an awesome support. Easy platform, scaling, you can scale worldwide. Like you can take a US campaign to Europe and the shipping is still so good. You can even reach Australia or New Zealand. They have something good with the shipping things and high quality goods. It happened that I ordered sometimes a couple of t-shirts from Teasly and I was impressed by the quality. So I would recommend that Teasly if you're doing on platforms and if you're doing t-shirts. So now let's talk about understanding the European market. So how is it different from the US t-shirt market or any market, not only the t-shirts? So e-commerce is e-commerce. So different mentality. Europeans have different mentalities, and I'm showing in the find a niche chapter how to dig into each one of those countries. Like I can't tell you in general about this because every country has its own properties and its own culture and things. So you have to take each country alone and dig into it and know exactly what people like, what people don't like, how big is that country, all of the things. You have to research about that country before going into one, and you can't like keep all the countries in one place. Like you can talk about UK, for example, and Germany the same. They both have different mentalities and you have to know each one of those mentalities. As for the designs or things, I had good experience and good I had good experience with the English designs when it comes to global niches, like niches that are known worldwide, and I'm going to talk about this in the finding niches chapter. So there's basically two niches, the local niches and the global niches. The global niches are the niches that are known in the United States, while in local niches, or I don't know, the English speaking languages like TV shows, movies, and as I said before, there will be more explanation about this in the finding niches chapter. But there's also the local niches, the hobbies, the job titles, the everything. And this is what I will show you how to dig into this and find some awesome things to sell. So again, the mentality, I saw that the English designs work for the global niches, so you can keep them in English. While the local niches, you have to translate the design to the local country. So if you're doing, what is that? I don't know. I'm a surfer. What is your superpowers? if you're doing this in Poland, for example, you have to translate it to Polish. Translation issues. I know that most of you are like overwhelmed with the translation issues and the new language, but I promise you that I will show you the best way to find the cheapest way to like translate stuff and to get somebody to help you all the time in the chapter I showed you in the introduction. And this chapter will be this one, finding local niches, and I will show you the cheapest way to translate and to find people to help you. And if you don't want to pay, but it won't be much to pay, to be honest, you can go and email translation@easily.com and they can help you with the free translations. So next, English design versus local language design. What's better? Translation issues, where, how, why. We answered this before. So what's better? As I said before, if you're doing a local niche, so you'd better translate the design. And if you're doing a global niche, something that is like known worldwide, video games, TV shows, I don't know, I will show a lot of those lists in the Finding Niches videos, but if you're doing this, you can keep them in English. And ad copies, you're asking, you need to translate it. But in order to know more about this, keep watching this course. Now let's talk about top spenders. These guys from experience are the best guys that converted for me. UK, Germany, France, Netherlands, Sweden, Austria, and Ireland. You can hate those guys, and they're like top spenders in Europe. The fan pages, English or local language. It should be a local language with a local language, and how to run them. You can pay $100 a month with the things I'm gonna show you in that video that I keep talking about, and I'm bored of myself now talking about this video, but I will show you how to do this. But yeah, I give somebody $100 to run all my pages, like 10 of pages. He's like the best. Add templates and texts. For this, guys, I made you a great deal, and just go here and you'll find everything laying in here waiting for you to come. This is first of all the email templates, and this is the campaign description. So if you click here, you will see all the things in here. And thanks again for Teasely for giving me this. Or thanks again to Teasely or for Teasely. I forgot what to use for this purpose. Until it loads, because I have the slowest internet today. I don't know why, but it's okay. I can live with this today. So the next chapter, I'm going to teach you how to find niches, and this is where all the things begin and all the why. So are you ready to go and start digging into stuff? I can't hear ya. Oh, you said yes. So let's go, guys, and see you in the next video.